Welcome back, everyone. A lot of us are building amazing things with Anthropic's Claude, but how do you actually prove those skills to the market? Today, we're looking at exactly what this new certification is good for, how it's going to be incredibly useful for your career, and specifically, how you can absolutely crush the mock exam using a phenomenal zero guesswork community resource.
Here's our quick roadmap for this explainer. We'll cover the certification landscape, choosing your specific track, why you should use the study guide, taking the mock exam, and finally, mapping out your study action plan.
All right, part one, the certification landscape. Let's map out Anthropic's new credentialing program. So what is this program good for? At its core, the Claude Certification Program is a formal, four-track credentialing system. It's designed to officially validate AI skills across a bunch of different professional roles, and it's set to be fully effective by July 2026. Think of it as Anthropic's way of standardizing AI proficiency. Whether you're a business user trying to streamline your daily ops or a hardcore developer building complex AI agents, this gives you a verifiable way to say, hey, I know exactly what I'm doing. It basically takes the ambiguity out of knowing AI and turns it into a concrete professional asset on your resume.
Moving right along to Section 2, choosing your ideal track. We're going to tailor the certification to your specific career role.
Okay, so looking at the options, there are four distinct paths here depending on your day-to-day job. First up, we've got the Associate Foundations track, or CCAOF. That one's tailored for business pros. Think marketing, operations, or project managers who rely on Claude as a daily productivity tool. Then there's the Developer Foundations track for the AI engineers and devs actually shipping Claude-powered apps. Now, the Architect track is kind of special because it's split into two tiers. You have the Professional tier for senior AI and ML engineers delivering production-grade solutions, which is coming soon. But here's the real game changer, the CCAOF, the Architect Foundations track. This is for tech practitioners designing agentic systems. And get this, it is live and totally free right now. The others are on the way, but you can jump right into Architect Foundations today.
Which brings us to Section 3, why use this guide? We'll look at the immense value of this independent, comprehensive study tool.
I mean, just look at this number, trusted by over 150,000 learners worldwide. That is a massive community. We're talking about people from the US, the UK, India, Singapore, Germany, Brazil, all actively using this platform. Now, a quick heads up, this is an independent community resource. It's not officially sponsored by Anthropic, but it is built squarely on their official documentation, their skill jar courses, and their published exam guides. The sheer volume of people using it really proves just how highly the global AI community relies on it.
So how is this guide actually going to be useful for you? Well, you're not just getting a flimsy cheat sheet here. You get access to 30 comprehensive lessons breaking down all the core concepts, plus over 250 practice questions to really lock in your retention. It even includes diagnostic testing to pinpoint exactly where your gaps are, and this is huge, a full-timed mock exam. And the absolute best part? The whole shebang is 100% free. Literally no sign-up required. You can figure out your weak spots and master the material without spending a single dime.
All right, let's hit Section 4, taking the mock exam. This is all about rehearsing for the real thing using exact exam specifications.
If you're planning to actually sit for the official Anthropic exam, which remember, does have its own fees set by the company, you're probably wondering, how closely does this free practice run actually mirror exam day? Is it really going to prepare me?
The short answer, it perfectly mirrors the published Anthropic blueprint. When you fire up this mock exam, you're going to face exactly 60 scenario-based items, and you'll have exactly 120 minutes to knock them out. These aren't just random questions either. They're carefully weighted across specific knowledge domains, just like the real deal. And because it's fully timed and scored, it forces you to practice your pacing. Trust me, pacing is absolutely crucial in these exams, so you definitely don't want to be caught off guard when the real timer starts ticking.
Speaking of those specific domains, during that 120-minute window for the Architect Foundations track, you're going to be tested on 5 key areas. First up, agentic architecture. Then, tool design alongside MCP. That's the Model Context Protocol, basically how Claude connects to external tools and data sources. Next, you've got Claude code configuration, followed by advanced prompt engineering, and finally, context management. So you can't just be good at prompting, right? You need a solid, well-rounded grasp of all 5 of these areas to successfully design Claude-powered agentic systems and actually pass the exam.
Now, let's talk expectations for a second.
When you're budgeting your study time for this mock exam, you've got to be honest about your current skill level. If you're an experienced developer who's already building with Claude, you're looking at roughly 15 to 20 hours of focused study. But if you're brand new, actually, scratch that. If you're new to this whole ecosystem, you really need to double that. Plan for a solid 30 to 40 hours of preparation. Setting aside the right amount of time ensures you aren't rushing and that you truly absorb the intricacies of those 5 domains we just talked about.
Finally, Section 5, your study action plan. Here is your step-by-step path to passing the CCRF.
To get the absolute most out of this guide, I highly recommend following this simple, logical flow. Don't just dive in and start reading randomly. Step 1, take that diagnostic test first. It's going to instantly highlight your weak spots across the 5 domains. Step 2, focus your studying. Jump into those 30 free lessons, but spend the bulk of your time on the exact areas the diagnostic test told you to work on. And step 3, once you're feeling confident, sit down and take that 120-minute timed mock exam. Treat it exactly like the real thing. Do this before you ever hand over your money to Anthropic for the official fee. Practice until you nail the mock, and the official exam is going to feel like an absolute breeze. I'll leave you with this final, slightly provocative thought. The Architect Foundations track and all of this world-class study material is free and fully open for you to use today. In an industry that is evolving as insanely fast as AI, having an official certification genuinely sets you apart from the crowd. So, considering this comprehensive resource doesn't cost a penny and takes literally zero sign-up, what is stopping you from jumping in, taking that diagnostic test, and proving your AI expertise today? Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and happy studying.